Dr. Sheril Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr. Sheril.
Hi, hi. Today is the day of love, and we're still into the King's proposal. And of course, today we're going to be talking about the bride, my bride. And so we're going to listen to the King's proposal here on Celebrate Life on reggae2reggae.com. And when we get back, we will be talking about becoming my bride. Stick with us. See you soon.
Long before I laid the foundations of the earth, before I stretched out the canopy of heaven, I was thinking of you, and I chose you to be the object of my love. Before you ever knew me, I knew you and I loved you from the first moment of your life. My love for you has existed before time itself, and it will continue when time is no more. You are worth so much to me, in all the universe which I created. You are my most treasured possession. There is none like you. I left my throne in heaven just to have you. Though I was king, I was not willing to remain as king if that meant not having you by my side. Oh, my beloved, I gave up everything to have you. I cast aside my crown and removed my robe of royalty. I became nothing more than a servant among men. Because you could not come to me, I came to you. I left heaven behind and came to earth just so I could be near you. Though I was rich, I became poor. Though I was strong, I became weak like mortal man. And I did this for you. The cost I paid was great, but I have no regrets. You are worth everything I gave. You are my darling. You are my pearl of great price. One glance from you, and I am ravished by the power of love. Don't think I came to redeem you because I pity you. No. I have done what I have done because I so greatly desire you. I did not pay the ultimate price because you are worthless. I gave it all because you are priceless. And now, I offer you a king's proposal. These are the things I will give to you, if only you will agree to become my eternal bride. I promise to take from you the heavy burdens of life and clothe you with garments of praise. Once you become mine, I will never cast you out or abandon you. You will be an orphan no more. I will never leave you or forsake you. You will have a home with me forever. And I will heal your broken heart, and my anointing will break every yoke that binds you. Instead of ashes, you will wear a beautiful garland of my grace, and I will anoint your head with the oil of health and joy. I have so many plans for you, beloved, and all of them are good. I know that sin robbed you of your beauty, but my love will restore you completely. Yes, the old things will disappear, and I will make all things new for you. You will become as lovely as the moon in a procession of stars, a reflection of my love. All of your life I have been drawing you to me with cords of love. I spoke tenderly to you, calling you to come to me. Now I want to sing over you my songs of deliverance. Once you come to know how deep my love for you truly is, you will live with confidence. My love for you is perfect, and perfect love will cast out all of your fear. If you should ever lose faith in me, I will never lose faith in you. When you fail, I will be there to help you. When you fall, I will carry you. The smallest sparrow looks to me for help. Won't I care for you as well? You're worth so much more to me. Your mind will rest in perfect peace, free at last from doubt and confusion, and nothing will be able to pry you from my arms, because I will hide you in the shelter of my love. You will nestle safely beneath my wings. Those who try to harm you will answer to me, and no plan that they form against you will succeed, because I will give you the keys of my kingdom. You yourself will have the authority of my name to open and close every door before you. From east to the west, from the north to the south, everything will be given into your hand. You can ask me anything, anything at all, and I will give it to you if it serves my ultimate will. Yes, go ahead and ask me, and I will even give you the nations as your inheritance. And you will rule over the powers of darkness, trampling them beneath your feet. Those who bless you, I will bless. But those who come against you shall surely fall. And I will write upon you a new name for all to see. You will be called the City of God, the New Jerusalem. Kings will come from the ends of the earth just to see your beauty. And they will bring their wealth to you from the far reaches of the earth. And there you will be, sitting upon my throne, and wearing the crown of my everlasting favor for all the world to see. Beloved, I have prepared a place for you in my Father's house. I want you to be where I am. We will walk together in the cool of the day, strolling arm in arm in the garden of God, in paradise restored. And you will eat from the tree of life that is there. Can you trust the promises I make to you, my love? I'm not a man that I should lie. I will watch over my word to perform it on your behalf. I will never change. I will always be the same. Yesterday, today, and forever. Oh, most beautiful one, my love, my dove, my beloved. If you will accept your king's proposal, all these great and precious promises will be yours. My bond is my word, and my covenant is sealed with my own blood, which was given to purchase you. I will love, honor, and cherish you all the days of your life. And I will be with you always, even to the end of the world. This is my proposal. What will you answer?
On reggae2reggae.com, we encourage our listeners with an inclusive, intelligent, and innovative alternative media experience.
Reggae to reggae, bun down Romana, make it burn, them comana, make it burn, bumpy go omana, make it burn, bun. Africa we come from and reggae to reggae. We build big up on yourself, saying, Aile, as I would say, reggae to reggae.
Join me for Celebrate Life, where we will be looking at all the issues that you could possibly have and how you can transform them into a celebratory occasion. Celebrate Life on reggae2reggae.com. See you there. Join me for Celebrate
The
Life.
Jamaican music that is emerging in the whole reggae phenomenon is one of the most tremendous political forces in this country, because it's a tremendous force for change. It is the first real people's language that has emerged, in which people are singing of their woes, their tragedy, their despair, and are forcing this society to understand.
Reggae2reggae.com, we encourage our listeners with an inclusive, intelligent, and innovative alternative media experience.
I guess he's trying to tell me something that I should know about this new wind, a new wind that's gonna blow. It's a raining of the heathen coming down on my people.
Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr. Sheril Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr. Sheril Chung on reggae2reggae.com.
Hi, we're back, and you have just listened to the King's proposal. And now we are going to look at this particular part of it. Wow! Boy, I tell you, this thing is so hot. And especially today, which is our day of love. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Here we're going to hear about the ultimate Valentine because the program is called My Bride. And after 15 days of preparation, and now we are into 12 days, 14 days of actually looking at the King's proposal and different aspects of the King's proposal. We are now going to be looking specifically today on how we become his eternal bride. So I'm just going to read to you the little part that we are considering today. And it says, "And now I offer you a king's proposal. These are the things I will give to you, if only you will agree to become my eternal bride." And so we're going to look today at what does it mean to agree to become his eternal bride. And of course, we will also be paralleling it with what it means to become the bride in a human situation. A bride that is just always protected, provided for, etc., etc. All right, so as we go into this, remember we approach all our topics by looking at our 4 rules of celebrating life. They are: 1, know where you're going. 2, know your driver. 3, pay as you enter. And 4, enjoy the ride. And so today we are still operating from dry places. How do you operate in this stupendous way when you are in dry places with abandonment? And you know, we looked at yesterday at what was it now? The day before we looked at ravished by his love. And yesterday we looked at priceless, how we became priceless and how we maintain our value as priceless. And today we're looking at becoming my bride. Okay, so we're using the 4 rules. So the first one says, know where you're going. And where are we going today? On what do we need to do to agree to becoming his eternal bride? Now, clearly, every contract, as in a betrothal or in a marriage contract or an engagement period or whatever you want to call it, has a give and a take. This is your part and this is my part. And the same thing ensues here. So where are you going? You are looking at what will be required to agree. Because for the last 13 days, we have been looking at all the different promises in the King's proposal. Fabulous promises. But guess what? Once we have all of these promises made to us, we have to agree to these promises. We have to agree, am I willing to embrace my side of it? And that is what we have to look at. Because, you know, when you decide that you're going to be a bride, there's certain things that you've got to agree to. And we're going to look at those when we come further down into knowing your driver. However, we have to look at the fact that I have to agree. As in the Jewish custom, first of all, the father of the groom comes and he is the one who basically chooses the bride. But the bride has to agree. And once the bride has agreed, then there are certain things that she has to put in place. We look at those when we look at pay as you enter. But right now we're looking, where are you going? What is your objective here? Agreeing, looking at the fact that there is going to be an agreement, there's going to be an exchange of not just gifts and information, but there's going to be discussion. We call it it's like a prenuptial agreement or a pre-marriage counseling. Let's put it that way. But you need to understand the contract that you are entering into. What are your responsibilities? What are the other person's responsibilities? And are you willing to agree? Because if you do not agree on the pivotal and the solid and the foundational points and principles of this contract, then it does not make sense going through with it. It is not going to work. You know, I see so many situations that are destined to not win, you know, and we have to understand all the steps that are required in a contract, in an agreement. So while we have been, you know, just sort of showered with all of these promises, we have to agree. Because one of the things we need to understand about taking hold of and engaging in the promises of God and of our potential husband is that if you do not agree, they're almost like they're conditional. Because if you do this, that will happen. If you do that, this will happen. And so an easy way to look at it is to go and look at Deuteronomy 28. If you embrace the blessings, then this is what is going to happen. What do I mean by embracing the blessings? It is if you agree to follow the word, then you will have these blessings. If, on the other hand, you decide to follow the word of the enemy or the fears that he puts within your spirit, then you shall have these curses. So it's all about, where am I going? What choice am I going to make? And then the second section is knowing your driver. Okay? Now, if I decide that I am going to agree, I gotta know what I'm agreeing to. And this is a list of what I'm agreeing to. I'm agreeing that my husband, and we're looking at both the physical and the spiritual application. He is supposed to be my provider. So I need to live at his standard of living. 2, he is supposed to be my protector. And so I need to stay under the covering of his protection. I can't go there and expose myself where he cannot protect me. 2, whoa, he is supposed to be my spiritual covering, my priest. And so I need him to lead me. So if the man can't lead you in the spiritual things of life, you know where you're going to be led or not led. Enough said. He's supposed to be my king. And so I'd have to show deference to him as the king. Remember that I am the queen. So I am no lesser position, but he is the head as the king. And we look at it more when we look at my part as to the fact that he is the king, I am the queen. He is the head, I am the neck or the body. And guess what? We talk about that later. Also, he is a lover. And he loves me unto death. And any husband in the natural or in the spiritual who loves me unto death, whoa, I have to be totally committed to him. Right? He is going to give me, or he gives me, and this is before the marriage, because they bring gifts as a part of the pre-marriage sort of engagement period. He gives me everything he owns. So I know some friends of mine who enter into prenuptial agreements that certain assets of the husband will not fall to them because of previous whatever. I am here to tell you, this proposal promises everything that he has. I have access to. There is no separate bank account. I can draw on anything that he has. Remember, he loves me unto death, and he gives me everything that he has. Everything. Anything I ask that is in my best interest, he gives it to me too. And that's another promise. Anything he does not give to me is something that is either mediocre or is going to harm me in the long run. So what a driver, what characteristics this husband has. Honey, I don't have a problem falling headlong into this situation. And so it is in the spiritual, so it is in the natural. I'm here to tell you, that's the kind of husband you need. And if he does not offer you these things, then sit down. You have somebody who offers you these things, and you can go with them. We'll talk in the next segment on your part. So come back.
Of life and rendering them evil. You see, the little that they gave you was just to deceive you. Don't tell me that you were blind. Don't let the devil fool you. Oh, yeah. Somehow I know things have got to change.
Are you struggling with some kind of health condition? Is it arthritis, high blood pressure, Crohn's disease, constipation, AIDS, cancer? Whatever it is, we can show you how to get your natural defenses up so that your bodies will deal with your condition. Join us as our studio audience on reggae2reggae.com when we will teach you how to celebrate every moment of your life. Call us at 336-7350 for information. Limited space.
This is the Uprising Roast Band, and I represent the reggae2reggae.com. Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom, boom. Sing, check out. I'm out.
Well, we will be looking at all the issues that you could possibly have and how you can transform them into a celebratory occasion. Celebrate life on reggae2reggae.com. See you there.
So keep it tuned to reggae2reggae.com and we'll have more for you. Keep it locked. So keep it tuned to reggae.
Somehow I know it's got to be rearranged. Ooh, yeah. Somehow I know things have got to change. Ooh, somehow I know it's got to be rearranged.
Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr. Sheril Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr. Sheril Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr.
Hi, I forgot to tell you my drink of today. So this is all that's left of it. It was a green shake, right? And my dear, because I am getting ready now to go into the path of my responsibility, I've got to be pumped up. because my responsibility means that I have to be fit and ready. All right. So our third segment is, let me do the first and the second first. Know who your driver, know where you're going first, right? And that means agreeing to become the eternal bride, understanding the contract, what is required, etc. Make sure you know what you're going into. Because, you know, a lot of persons come and say, Locks, me near everything you have to do for this man. I said, when you agree to become the bride, you have agreed to become the helpmeet, the help who is suitable for him and the development and fulfillment of his dream. That's what you decide to do if you decide to become a bride, a wife. And so I remember in my 18 years of marriage, and I've been married before, in both marriages, my one objective was the propelling of my husband's dream forward. Consequently, after my late husband passed, I had a challenge making persons aware that his dream was not my dream. But while he was alive, my dream took a back seat. So everybody comes to me and says, are you a nutritionist? I said, no, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm a doctor of orthomolecular medicine and psychiatry. That's my area. But while my husband was alive, I propelled his dream forward. Now that he is not there, I am my own helpmeet. But when you make a decision to come into a situation, it is only as there is opportunity. You cannot put aside your husband's objectives and goals and so on to propel yourself. But you need to understand that the type of husband that you have should be one who is also helping you to grow, because I got so much opportunity to study and grow while I was propelling his dream forward. Very important concept. So, what is your responsibility? First, to be the helpmeet. And remember, from the time you're betrothed, you need to understand that you have made a promise. The contract was made. And as a result of that contract, there are certain responsibilities to hold up your end of the contract. One, waiting and preparing. You've got to prepare yourself physically, psychologically, and spiritually to take on these roles of being a complement and a supplement to becoming a whole. Whatever he is weak in, you are usually strong in. So the whole issue of the synergistic coming together of both parties, whatever I am weak in, my Heavenly Father is strong in. And that is the advantage of coming to know Jesus Christ as your husband, because then he supplies all of those things and he makes you capable of coming into that same relationship with your husband and not trying to do his part. You got to do your part alone. If your husband will not do his part, do not take it up. You become an enabler or a codependent, and you are not helping him to grow into it. Too many wives pick up the things that their husbands drop. You need to let them stay fallen until he picks it up. Now, you may think that that's, what if children are suffering? God is in heaven, and he knows what needs to be done. He does not expect you to do more than your part, because if you're doing more than your part, there are other areas that you are taking from that you are causing dysfunctionalities in. And you need to understand that if you love God and God loves you the way He loves you, He is going to provide a way. So there is no stress, no challenge taken over, but such as is common to man. Everybody faces that. God is faithful. He will not allow you to be tested above that which you are able, but will, with the test, make a way of escape that you may be able to bear it. Consequently, there is no downside of doing your part, because He will step in and supply the missing parts if your husband is not doing his part. Because if you attempt to do it, you are just going to have stress, burnout, and then you're going to have probably bitterness, dissatisfaction, frustration. We are not meant to play both parts. So if there is an actual absentee husband, that sometimes I think the absentee husband is better than a dysfunctional present husband. In that situation, we can now call on the fatherhood of our Creator to become the substitute husband. And so many situations that I counsel in, this is what has happened. So many situations where I provide therapy, it is where we have to train the wife to substitute the missing father with the Heavenly Father, who always does a better job. And so we need to understand when we have dysfunctions that it's not our responsibility to fix it, but to call on the Father, to call on the Heavenly Lover of our souls. So, what is my responsibility? One, to stick to my side of the contract. Don't try and take up the other side. Waiting and preparing means that I'm going to get together all of my stuff so that when I get into the actual marriage situation, I am worth waiting for, and I will be treated the way I treat myself. And, I mentioned in the other section the issue of living at the standard of the husband. If it is that the husband as a provider has no problem with your contribution, but I remember when I got married, my husband says to me, your money is your money. My money is my money. And I thought, where is this going? He says, you do whatever you want with your money, and I provide everything for you. You have an open credit card, you have open bank account, and I pay all the bills, I provide everything, and you do whatever you want with your money. Okay? And that's how it went. And I thought, this is good practice for my Heavenly Father, because that's the way He intends for us to live, right? Nothing is wrong with pooling together and making each other, you supporting Him and Him supporting you. But the issue is one where we have everything available, forsaking all others. And this is not just all others, potential husbands. It is forsaking all others who are going to come there and be, whether it's cousin, friend, mother, mother-in-law, children, previous children, whatever, forsaking all others and clinging. That is our responsibility as a bride. So it is in the natural, so it is in the physical. And the wedding vows to honor, love, to submit to, which is on both sides, and to respect and to regard, and it's an issue of exclusivity. That's what I like. Exclusivity, abandoned exclusivity, where it doesn't matter what is coming to you, for you, at you. You need to do your part. And I mentioned before, remember, he's the king, you're the queen. He's the head, you're the neck. You understand that? And it is the neck that turns the head. And we need to take that responsibility very, 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 very carefully. And very, understand the responsibility that it is. Because if you have the ability, which you do, to turn the head, to set the direction, to decide whether it is down or up, we hold up as a body. We hold up the head. And we are the ones who will project it. In Proverbs, when we're looking at the Proverbs 31 woman, and we look at the fact that her husband is revered in the gates. When he goes out there, people regard him because they recognize that he is the one who is going to be revered. It's the same thing. Anybody who beats down Christ is beating him down because we are not holding him up. Understand the parallel? Wonderful. And so we're going to look more on how we can, in our next segment, enjoy the journey, because it is only as we have done 1, 2, and 3 that you will be able to enjoy the journey. So remember, it is knowing where you're going, knowing your driver, and paying as you enter. Doing your responsibility that will lead to the place where you enjoy the ride. So we're coming back to look at all the different aspects of enjoying the ride. Soon come back.
To reggae, bun down Romana, make it burn, them come and make it burn, wampy go home and make it burn, bun. Africa we come from and reggae to reggae. Big up on yourself, saying, Aile, as I would say.
Join me for Celebrate Life, where we will be looking at all the issues that you could possibly have and how you can transform them into a celebratory occasion. Celebrate Life on reggae2reggae.com. See you there.
Are you struggling with some kind of health condition? Is it arthritis, high blood pressure, Crohn's disease, constipation, AIDS, cancer? Whatever it is, we can show you how to get your natural defenses up so that your bodies will deal with your condition. Join us as our studio audience on reggae2reggae.com, when we will teach you how to celebrate every moment of your life. Call us at 336-7350 for information. Limited space.
Words have been spoken by my master, they will come to pass. With all this
Cheryl Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr. Cheryl Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr. Cheryl Chung on reggae2reggae.com. Dr.
Hi, and I'm back, and I'm profiling in my glasses because I am here. I'm so excited about this proposal, right? Because, one of the pivotal things about enjoying the ride when it comes to our proposal of becoming the bride, right? is the most important thing, security. And I tell you now, every bride needs security. Because that is why in the old, let's look at three parallels. We look at the old Jewish, lifestyle where they brought all these gifts. You don't see the man, you're all gone on a long, long, long journey to go meet the man after you have accepted. What do you accept the proposal on? Not because you see him. On most occasions you don't see him. It's a servant or somebody else who comes to do it. And if, what are you basing this on? You're basing it on the gifts that he has brought, the ability that he has to provide for you. So this is an important thing. It's not an issue of being a gold digger. It's an issue of security, right? And the security is not just in the money or the physical capabilities, but also in the character of the person, in the information that you get about their family, right? And you need to understand that a lot of people think that, oh, we should not look at the person's family. I am here to tell you, you must look at their family, their heavenly family, their spiritual family, because that is how you understand this person has the characteristics that will maintain what they have started with, right? So security is very, very important, because security allows you the peace and the joy of being continuously accepted and never rejected. And that is the issue of security. Because in the heavenly situation, the spiritual situation, you will never be rejected. Once you have decided to agree to that contract, to becoming the eternal bride, there is no rejection in your future. Now, when you look at that concept of no rejection in your future, it is the ultimate stamp of security for your current relationship. In the natural, it is until death do us part. You don't need no security after your death from a natural husband. All right? In the spiritual, it is not until death do us part. It is forever, never rejected. And this is why it behoves us. If you want to get into a successful physical marriage, you need to first get into a successful spiritual marriage. Because when Christ becomes your husband, your lover, and provides everything for you, gives you the security of never being rejected, nothing man can do is going to affect you in any way, right? Nothing anybody else does will affect you. And so the process of growing into your earthly marriage becomes a piece of cake. Outside of knowing and having that acceptance from your heavenly marriage, you will always have just constant trials in your earthly marriage, because the process of growing into the marriage is a part of having rejection. Until persons can understand you and why you do X, Y, they reject it. People reject the unfamiliar. And nobody's familiar until you have grown with them over a period of time. Consequently, this heavenly contract is absolutely essential for you to have a successful earthly marriage. So look at the parallels and recognize, he says, I will give you everything. I will be your protector, your provider, your healer, your shepherd, your priest, your king, your head. Take on the responsibilities too. That's what I like about headship. He is the last word. When it is my heavenly Father, I'm an earthly husband. He has the last word. I am not responsible. And so I cannot want to take headship and maintain and then say, you are responsible. You're responsible for me. Wonderful. I can sit back, relax, and just do my part. And this is also one of the issues of a lot of earthly marriages that have serious challenges because we do not recognize that we have a part to play. We don't need to play the other part. All we need to do is play our part. And I'm here to tell you, bird can fly on one wing. That means a bird can fly with one wing only. And who is the other wing? Heavenly Father. So if you are in a relationship where you are the only one pulling the oar, and you know, if you have two people sit down in a boat, and this person are pulling their oar, and you one pulling your oar, what does the boat do? Go around in a circle, and that is often what happens. But you know, that is only appearing to go around in the circle if you are doing your part, because God is faithful. He will not allow you to be stressed above that which you are able, but will with the stress make a way of escape that you will be able to deal with it, get over it, go through it, under it, around it. So becoming the bride of Christ is really the answer to any challenges and dysfunctionalities that you have within the marriage. Because you have to understand, you know, one assists the other and the other assists one. Because if you really look at the reasons for marriage, you will understand that, to be quite honest, the major reason for marriage is so that you can go through those experiences, learn to become one, learn to interface and interact and become one, as in the John 17 prayer, and be one, like God the Father and God the Son are one. And during that process, it is to rub you down and rub off the edges and make you, you know, able to relate to others who are opposites to you. Learn to embrace the differences, so that as you embrace the differences, then each joint supplies what you are lacking. And that's the reason why men are from Venus and women are from Mars, or whichever one. Men or women from whichever one. But the issue is this: your best fit is a fit of opposites. And it's just wonderful when you can appreciate their characteristics and they can appreciate your characteristics. You don't want to be like them, and you should never want them to be like you. Why would you want a man to be like a woman? Or why would you want to be like a man? Have no interest in going there. So let us just understand that as we look at this heavenly proposal, as we look at the steps that we need to take to become the bride, we have to make that decision to take the contract, look at it carefully, recognize what we're getting, recognize what we are required to give, and then make a decision. And when we make that decision, it is an everlasting decision. And so, not because things don't suit you 2 years or 5 years or 10 years or 14 years or 21 years down the line, it's a reason. Because until death parts you humanly, it's possible. Because God is faithful. And so, part of the whole thing is to have the Word of God going. Because remember, we did that program talking about we all have faith. And we can decide, we make a decision by our connecting words and by our actions as to whether we are going to agree with God's words or we're going to agree with Satan's words. I mustn't point this at God. This is God's words and this is Satan's words. The dryness. And so we need to always understand that that is our decision. We all have faith because God has given us. Now, are we going to allow His words to bolster us up and give us courage to step forward, calling those things that are not as if they were until they become? Or are we going to allow the enemy's words to lead us into fear, where we recede and we lose all the abilities that we have been given as gifts? Remember, it's a choice. And the same thing happens when we make a decision to embrace this wonderful institution of marriage, whether it is here on earth or it is a heavenly situation. And so I encourage you. This is, our marriages down here are a dress rehearsal for the heavenly marriage. I'm here to tell you. Because when you regard your husband as the provider, the protector, the priest, the king, the head, everything he has is yours. And once you give him all the respect of these positions, whether he operates in them or not, you are going to get the benefit. Because guess what? Our responsibility is not to change anybody else. It is just to do our part. And I'm here to tell you, once you're able to do that, then you're gone clear. It's as easy as cheese for you to do that where it regards your heavenly husband. So, as we come to the end of this program today, I want you to join me tomorrow because we are going to be talking tomorrow about intimacy. Right? Intimacy. All kinds of intimacy. And how you get there, how you maintain it, and the importance of intimacy in any marriage relationship. So, see you tomorrow on Reggae to Reggae when we celebrate life with me. Bye and have a wonderful Valentine's Day as you spread the love.
Injustice, this world could never live.